Yo, real quick, you need to see this. You need to see this as quickly as possible. 365, shake my hand. We'll talk probably later. I took a sell here. Terrible idea, right? Somewhere up here. Markets have broken structure, price is pushing up. I think I was going to be in the hole for about 30 US dollars. So I'm managing the position. I allowed my stop loss some room to breathe so that price could, price broke the supply, but didn't trigger my stop loss. My stop loss was all the way up there. So now as price is coming back down to my entry point, you see this? I was going to lose $30. So what I keep doing is I keep using market inefficiencies. I'm on the 1 minute time frame. I keep dragging my stop loss down and down and down. I was going to lose 30 US dollars, right? I could close now and say, let me just lose $8. But what if I can just lose zero or break even? The point is if I get stopped out now, it is a far much more better deal than it was, because originally my stop loss was somewhere up here outside the blue area, right? And this is why I thought I should quickly record this, because it's going to take a 30 US dollar loss. But now, I've successfully managed to reduce it down a bit. If I'm lucky, I might even close out in profit.
Hey, shake my hand. Thank you for joining me. What's the biggest thing you need to know before joining a trading academy, a trading institution, a Forex teacher, a mentorship group, a Telegram group? Proof. You need to know that what they're going to teach you is actually going to work for you. Now, it can't work for the person teaching you just only, right? It has to work for all the other people before them. Now, at 365 Trading Academy, we've created 102 six-figure traders. We've got 36 traders who are bound to end the year as six-figure traders. That's 136 six-figure traders by the end of this year in the last 18 months, right? So I don't know if that's a lot or small. For us as an academy, we are happy with that type of growth rate. 365, shake my hand. Cheers.
I don't think it was. I'm still quite bearish on this, but for the most part, there's just a lot of signs. So the reason why I was quite bearish here, you can see where I sold there. If you look left, there's actually a beautiful market gap, right, just above, and like a supply zone, but maybe it's not strong enough. But as soon as price started to break market structure, and the market structure I'm referring to is over here. And don't worry, guys, I'm going to start this whole thing properly, right? But when price broke this market structure there, I already knew. Look, so this could have hit my stop loss. Remember, at 365, we always put our stop losses above supply. So my stop loss was somewhere here, right? Almost got tagged, right? Didn't panic. Now I'm in a situation where I'm not losing money at all, right? I'm actually up in profits, right? So I've avoided loss cleanly, and I can drag this down again because I'm really not that committed to this trade anymore, right? So now I'm risking $9, but price is falling. I could close in $2 profit and call it a day. But the point is, sometimes we just sit and wait, but there are things that we can actually do. There are things that we can actually do to protect ourselves. And there we go. It won't allow me to go down that far. Let's go as far as I can. We can protect ourselves. So I'm just trying to keep locking or reducing my risk as far as I can until markets allow me. Right, so I think I've broken even. I was about to record a loss for the day, baby. There we go. I stopped out at break even. Right, so I lost nothing, made nothing, which is fine. All right, which is fine. Right, so welcome back to how to 2x, 5x, 10x your trading account. I'm Nero James, my Siri, head trader of 365 Trading Academy. And I think I just avoided a catastrophe. I don't know why I ignored it. I mean, I did see this happen, right? So when this happens, when price broke this level, it was at the time, still a valid idea to try and sell up here, all right? But now I'm more than sure that it is not, right? If this wasn't a valid supply, this definitely is, and price has broken that, right? So price does want to go up today. It's 9 a.m. London session just started, 27 August. I have had almost 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks of zero trading. I need to just get back into it. And the right way to do that is not to start by trading. So I don't even know why I opened this trade. It'll start off with a full market analysis. What I have been doing is catching up with the wall, with market stuff. I'm going to be recording a couple of war rooms today on currency pairs. And then we're going to get back into trying to build this account. And look at this, price is going, price is still dropping down, right? But no harm lost, no harm found. When there's a break of market structure, price will retrace, which is why, maybe I should have been patient and not close too early. Price will retrace. And the reason for the retracement is the bulls are preparing to take this all the way. So I'm pretty sure markets could even drop all the way down there, which would have been an easy $100 based on the account size I was using, right? So what I want to do is always trade in the direction of price. I think this is going to be a bullish day for AUD JPY. I could be wrong, but if it is, I shouldn't be selling, right? So rather wait for markets at a demand. And I think this is, yeah, I think this is fine. I think this is as good as it's going to get. So we'll see if price can come back. I'll rebalance itself out. This area of value on the 15 minutes chart is about 5 pips, which is beautiful, because then I can really, really leverage that position. But I just want to check if there's confluence in higher time frames. I'm looking on another screen here because I've got different time frames open on different charts. You know how difficult that is to do on these MT5 platforms, right? So if you just give me a second. Yeah, it could work. It could work on the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, okay, fine. So there's no real strong demand on this level here on the 1 hour time frame. All right, I mean, you'll find demands like on 15 minutes, you'll definitely find one, but you don't get the support of 1 hour, which means H4 daily become a mess, right? So it's a terrible place to place any type of trading activity. It's one of those trades that I think should just let go of, right? But if price does spread back all the way down there, this area is only 5 pips, so I can go in with a very big lot size of 6 pips and risk very little. Big lot size, risk very little. And then if I'm right, I'm right, and there's money. And if I'm wrong with a minor loss. But it could also not come back down. I do think there's like a strong some strong bullish momentum, at least for the day. It is the end of the week. It's never a good time. I never really place trades on Friday. I just feel so bad because I haven't recorded anything with some family stuff. And when I came back, I was so behind. I've got a big program. I'm going live on the 7th of September, right? So I don't even know if you're going to watch this episode in time for that, but on the 7th of September, so I'm actually starting to really structure a lot of teaching material. I'm going to go with 60 lot size, 60 lot size there. I'm going to put a buy limit order. And then we're going to see how much I be spending on that area of value. And if it doesn't make sense, I'll delete it and reduce my lot size. But again, as usual with me, risk less, make more, and trying to get high probability setups, which means I shouldn't even be on these silly time frames. I should not be on these silly time frames. And that's what you'll see, right? Remember, we've done my trading journal in the previous episode. Moving forward, I'm sticking to my good swings, my long-term swings, to help me build this account. But let's say we get lucky and price actually flirts all the way down here. This is worth about 37 bucks. So I'm back to risking the same amount I risked on this trade, but I didn't lose anything. It's about 37 US dollars, this area here. I'll just make it about 40, give it a round number, right? So give price a little bit of room to breathe. That makes it about 40 US dollars. I do think it's a stretch. If we're to run this trade all the way back to where markets are right now. So if we could just buy and exit here, right? Why here? Because they've broken a supply. They might create a new one. There might be a little bit of remnants of sell pressure. Intraday traders on Monday or Tuesday next week, because today is Friday, might want to take some profits at that same area there. Retail traders might be spotting some type of resistance, etc., etc. Right? Oh, man, look at that sell. It's starting to become extremely profitable. So I would want to see if I should exit there. So let's see what that would look like. Right, because we're risking $40 US on that area of value alone. My take profit target there will be 7.9. I'm just trying to exit roughly where I exited, where I broke even, just a few minutes ago. 7.7. Hit modify. Right, now I know exactly how much. Right, so I'd make $80, $88 US. So it's like a 1:2 type of trade. Really not my cup of tea, right? I fundamentally don't think it's worth it. But if this is also correct, right? So remember, if there's some type of break of market structure here, and let's say markets do retrace all the way down here, believing that it is a bullish trade, remember that means this thing is going to run. So let's say I decide to be patient with my entry. What was that? Oh, I decide to be patient with my entry, and then let's just start to scale up a bit, right? So let's look now. Realistically, this could be a good place to exit, right? But that puts this trade now at about $150 US realistically. Plus to come back all the way down here, it would want to run at least there, at least on the 1 hour time frame. On H4, if we're being extremely accurate, when the next big supply is, then we're looking at something like this. And that you can see the supply has been tagged. It's worked a couple of times before, right? So that's important to note. That it does exist, right? Price has been stopped. The only reason why price dropped was because of the supply here. But it is a PCP supply. But the order block is not, there's still a lot of money, right? So at least you want price to at least, at least cover half of your order block. Then you know that, okay, fine, the sell pressure here is weak. But if that was our target, and we were not trying to go against the grain and fight with the sellers in here, and we're just going to exit, right? So if you bought there right now where prices has been leaving since, I guess, sometime in the early hours of the morning today, around about midnight, right? That gives us about $240 US. And you see, all of a sudden, my perspective has changed. So a clean entry here on the 15 minutes time frame makes a lot of sense if I'm going all the way up there, which is not difficult, right? It's not like a ridiculous long swing, right? So this is about 44 pips, right, to the upside. I can get 44 pips, right? We just need to hope and make sure that this buy actually works, because the sell that I was in originally is doing quite well, right? So this is, I was just scared, man, because when I sold here the first time, price ran all the way up to break that supply, and again, because they've broken another structure up here, the retracement could end here, right? The reason why I got out of that sale is you just never know, right? So this sell looks good now, but it could stop right there, right? And then what? Or it could stop here, or could stop there. But if it runs all the way down from what our 15 minutes time frame is showing us, then I'm very happy. I'm absolutely happy, right? So shake my hand. Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe. I will be dropping a lot of stuff on it, and then yeah, 365. Cheers, guys. Peace. Boom, shake my hand. Let's do a quick one, right? Quick one. Date 31st of August. Time's about 8:30 p.m. No one in the house knows I'm recording, so my son might just open the door and come ask for his bedtime story and all that kind of stuff. I just wanted to be sweet and short, because remember, the deal is I keep you updated on every single trade I take, right? So the last time I took a trade was at AUD JPY. I broke even, nothing really to report there. It's just a simple break-even case. Remember, I was in a panic. I thought price was going to kick me out, or I was going to lose $40. So I just waited for it to break market structure. And I know the rules. When price breaks market structure, it will retrace. So that's your last chance to end the trade, right? So it was going. My stop loss was not hit. It broke market structure, almost got to my stop loss, and then turned back down, right? Turned back down and then went up. So I waited for it to turn back down so I could close at break even or something like that. Yeah, quite a clean trade, AUD JPY. In fact, I can share the screen here so you see what I mean. Right, but I'm actually in my first real trade. Imagine my first real trade only now at end of August. And I hate trading this week because it's NFP on Friday, and I know markets are going to start to act weird from Wednesday. Why? ADP report comes in, spooks the markets a little bit. There's a lot of market speculation from Wednesday, Thursday, up until NFP Friday, right? So it's right. So anyways, here's this trade that I was telling you about here. Let's try and see if we can find it on the 15 minutes chart. Can we find it? Can we find it? 365. Hope you guys are doing well. Like, share, subscribe. It's all I ask. If it's helping you, let me know. Simply like, share, subscribe. So there it is here, right down here, this cluster, right? So, you know, and I knew it was a bad trade, man, but I was just trying to catch them pips, right? So I tried to go for a sell here. Why won't you stop doing what you're doing? Right, there we go. So I think the idea at the time in hindsight was to catch a sell. I'm pretty sure I was trying to sell somewhere here. Yep, I was trying to sell here, right? I was looking at this potential area of value for a sell. And then you see there the red arrow. I hope you can see it. Make it too big, then it just disappears. Bow, bow, bow. Hope you guys, step index. I've been filming. I've done one with my little brother, 19 years old. He's making some serious chunk of change, you know. My mom is worried if he's actually going to come join me next year at Rhodes. I'm based at Rhodes University, fundamented for my PhD. He's supposed to start his first year, but he's taken a gap year to trade, make money, and do whatever. Man, I've lost this thing now. I've lost this thing. Anyways, we did a video back testing step index. Watch that video, and then if you guys like that kind of stuff, I can go through all the volatility stuff, the V75, V100 jump index, and I think I'll fund an account and start trading that alongside the series. Anyways, open the sell there, allowed for look. So price broke my supply. This is what I always tell 365 traders, you know, where we put our stop loss could be life or death. So my stop loss placement was something like this, just above, because I did not get hit, right? Just above, and then breaking of market structure. I knew there was going to be a retracement. During the retracement, I waited for price to, you see there, and that's where I bought myself out. So it's a sell trade. It's called a buy because you're exiting a sell trade anyways, right? So broke even, and then price continued going up. And what I've done now is I've stayed away from this chart. So I haven't, after I was clear that the direction is going up and this was too early to sell, I've just been marking my zones, right? Rebuilding that confirmation in my mind that I know what's going on. And it was just a stupid mistake. Even though I lost no money, it's just important that I reaffirm my mind. But I don't want to rush back to this chart in case I'm emotionally attached to it, right? So what I'm doing is I'm just marking my demands and I'm just seeing them play out. I'm not interested in anything to do with AUD JPY until sometime mid-September, right? When I've moved on from what could have been a potential loss. But I'm in this trade here. Euro USD. So let me just quickly break down what I saw today. It's the only thing I've done with my life today. Nothing major. Once again, man, I don't really want to, I should not be in this particular type of trades, right? This is very bearish. Currently there is a strong bullish structure, right? So if you look at your governing time frame, you know, you've got this still holding, still acting power bullish. I do smell blood. If you saw my war room number 32, traders war room, for long-term swing trades, I do smell blood on the streets, man. I do smell blood on the streets, and if that entry happens and I am on the charts, I will get into a long-term big sell. I'm hoping for price to come here one day, right? So this is like swing. This is kind of like the stuff that actually grows your accounts to these levels, right? Not this, you know. Swing trading for me grows accounts faster than anything else, even though a lot of people feel it's slow. It's actually the opposite, right? But until that happens, right now the structure is slightly bullish, could be bullish simply just to get a better sell place, sell high, buy low, sell high, buy low. So sometimes price has to buy up to sell, if that makes sense, right? So I was looking at this thing here, markets were, this is the daily time frame, yeah, this started the daily time frame, right? So you can see that markets are reacting to that demand that I spoke about, but they are reacting to this demand in a very weird way. I wish I was on trade view so I could draw using a brush, right? You see this low here, and you see this low there, right? Treachery, right? This is technically a lower low, okay? But it doesn't matter in the event price doesn't make it above here. So you see, if price can't break above here, number one problem. Price can't break above here, even bigger problem. Because what price needs to do is to break these lower highs. So you got a lower low, right? Which would then make sense if we're continuing down. But if we want to push up, and I'm in a buy, right? I'm in a buy right now. If I want to push up, then markets need to show me that by breaking market structure and going a little bit higher. So on the daily, I saw this continuation of an uptrend. So I'm in a short-term trade. I've got my plan here. You'll see it's going to go into the journal. This is how I'm trading. And I told myself, look, I'm going to take 2 buys, ended up taking 3. Bad. Right. Anyways, buy 1. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Was somewhere here. So this is what I was looking at a couple of maybe 2-3 hours ago when I came back from the dojo. This is, yeah, so this is 0.15, very small lot size, right? So I was testing the market. Oh, you don't have to see it there, you can just see it here, right? So somewhere here, there we go, that's 0.15, right? So lot size 15, and just so you know, that one trade, I'm risking $16. I am literally, one of these is there, my stop loss is here, it's $16 US, not a big deal. Again, I'm trying to grow, continually growing my account while continuously risking as little as possible, right? So $16 US, not a big deal. I'm buying number 2 is this one here for 0.25, and there I'm risking about $19 US, right? And you can see, you know, these trades are fairly profitable. And then this last one was the one I just opened now, well, not now, but after price comes into my area. This is buy 1, first buy right there, very perfect. If you look at H4, right? Clean order block attack, very clean order block attack. Okay, for buy 1. Buy 2, I drilled down to the 1 hour time frame, right? Looking to see what am I looking for? 365 students, module 2, value-based demand, right? So I saw this, I loved it. There's buy 2, a lower buy. Buy 2, because it's so much lower and closer to my stop loss. That's the one that's 0.25. So it's the biggest lot size, right? You never really want to start with a big lot size there. If you've done the course and you know that price is going to dig deeper, multiple time frame analysis will tell you that even if you've got an order block entry here on the H4, price will find something better. All right, banks will find, so there's that low there. So that's where you want to hedge your 0.2 if you're trading small accounts. Your biggest lot size should be the one that is closest to the stop loss, because again, your compression distance in pips, right, swapping that leverage, right, for lesser risk. And then couldn't resist it, right? Could not resist it. The 0.12, this one is the latest buy. It was simply because I understand that every time price creates a bullish engulfing pattern, it needs to retest. So when the retest comes, I bought again, right? Simple. Now, what are my targets? Well, all these 3 buys in general, when you combine them, I'm risking about $40 US, right? $40 US in the account. So I'm going to make that up. So first of all, one trade will give me $40. The second trade will give me another $40 roughly. So that's $80 US. That's fine, right? So 2. But the low buy here, the 0.25 buy, I'm looking at structured. I'm thinking, you know what? If Euro USD does decide to push up, if it does decide, right? Look, don't forget 0.25, I'm risking $19 US. But if it pushes up, right, my TP is somewhere up there for 279. Now that's good risk to reward ratio. I risked $19 US to make $200. Of course, it is to destroy and deal with this bearish engulfing pattern, which is unlikely. It needs to go against this downward trend line, which is unlikely. But if it does break through, because I am seeing a bullish structure, then there's no ways I want to miss out on this. Originally, my take profit was a little bit high. My take profit originally was somewhere up here. Because if I really think about it, once price breaks this trend line, right, and then retests this to go up, there's nothing else. You've just got compression of supplies and price is going to come there, right? So that's the plan. But until I see a clean break, retest, and a push to the upside, I'm going to keep it. This is a very flexible take profit, right? So if I start to see bearish trends on a smaller time frame, I'll simply just manually close the trade because it will have made me the most money. By the time it gets to where these trades will be, you see this one here for $40 and this one for $40, right? So $80 US will be made from these 2 trades running right now. If I bring TP number 3 into this region, That's about $80 by itself. So I'll make $160 after risking very little money, right? If I wanted to do that, but I'm going to leave this at the top there because remember, I'm constantly thinking about the swing. These first two buys are just rewards for being right, account growth, right? But also testing the lows. But once I get that confirmation, I'm going to take my stop loss and break even on that 19 US dollars. I'm just going to break even and then let price dance and play and go away. All right. If it wants to go up, it goes up with me. If it doesn't go up with me, either I break even and I make nothing out of that trade if I'm sleeping, or I make something like $80 or $100, depending on how far it goes. This lineup drawn here is for our favorite retail traders. You know they're going to be looking at resistance here, right? So I want to track how price is going to deal with this area. If price does this, right, then we know that this is where retail traders are only entering the game. And this is the difference between most retail traders and 365 students, right? Look at how high you're buying. Look at where I'm buying low. So you're going to make whatever you're going to make. I'll have made 3 times that before. But in terms of risks, markets could do this. So you buy here and markets come and test one of my order blocks all the way down there. Guess what? Any retail trader entering to buy there is out of the game. I'm still in. That's what you need to understand. I don't know when this episode 4 of the series will come up, but if it comes out before the 7th, make sure you register for the course. The first week of the live training session will be open to late registration. You cannot miss more than the first week of class. All videos will be recorded for you, but after week 1, we close it because I need to know who's in the room and I can run and build those people. It's an 8-week course. Right, I'll keep you up to date with how this trade goes. I am comforted a little bit in the fact that it has been creating order blocks, bullish order blocks, 1 and then Talitha area. So we'll just see. It needs to pass the test. It might hit here, all right, and then all of a sudden sell pressure continues, and then I'm screwed, right? And then bam, right? It's fine if that happens, but until then, I can't make a decision until I see how it deals with this area of resistance right there. But I am trading the way I would love to trade. I'm very happy with the setup right now. Maybe I wish I was recording it live and it happened. The psychology to hold these buys when you see blood. If I've ever taught you before, if I've ever taught you live, you've ever done the remote course because you've seen it, I always tell you, if you're a 365 trader, you have to look crazy in the market. You need to buy when every single indicator in the world is screaming sell. Every single, this big volume of just red, the thing that would trick most retail traders open sell positions here, because this looks like confirmation. It broke a support. It is a big red candle. All this city textbook stuff. That's what I'm hoping people get to understand. That's when we strike, right? And so strike I did. Right, guys, I am in the midst of, I should tell you about this one. So look at this monster. So this will be the bigger trade on the account that I picked out, sometime today. Just trying to see if I can make it presentable for you. Let's move this ugly face out of the way. Right, so pound JPY. It's a sleeping giant. So I've put in a sell order there. I'm risking about 200 and something US dollars on this trade, 216 US dollars on this trade. This is a swing trade again, right? So if you go to the weekly time frame, this is for me, right? It's a melting pot. The question is, will I get triggered in this thing? Am I too high? I want to sell as high as possible. But if I get it, the distance between there and there is excuse me. This is about 2,500 US dollars, right? 2,532 US dollars on this trade, and I'm risking about 200 US dollars essentially. So this will be a good monster to catch. This will keep us eating for September into October, give or take. But price is currently at a deadlock, right? There's this supply, which is annoying me right now. I don't want to be tempted to sell here, all right? I don't. I honestly know better. I have self-respect, right? I don't want to catch myself selling here. Why? Well, first of all, class effect, number 1. Number 2, the supply is still valid, right? And this could push down. And if it pushes down, then I miss. Okay, the reason why I've chosen this one up here, and I know it's a little bit clumsy, so you can't really see, through what I've done, because there's blues and everywhere. So all these blues a bigger time frame supply. So I'm drawing my confluence. I'm getting the clean multiple time frame analysis. You see there your governor supply, another supply, right? And then look at this. All this, the price has to drop. You know, pound JPY has no choice but to drop, right? So once I get my first foot in, I need price to break this supply. This supply is found on the H4 time frame. You see this there? I need it. I don't know how long it'll take. Maybe another week or so. I don't know. But I'm already parked and waiting, right? So that's the thing. I'm parked and waiting. I want this to continue up. I'll be watching this, right? So if I start to see stuff like this, you know, breaks to the downside, breaking this trend line, then I'll know, you know that maybe plans have changed. But it'll be very early days to kind of like count this area out, right? Because there's this demand right there. So this could then continue with my plan. And I'm just gonna wait all the way up there, right? Why wait up there? Well, because I like it. I like this fresh area of value. It's not really fresh there. There's been repeated motions here, but this bearish engulfing pattern has not yet really been used by the markets. My stop loss might need to be, you know, is fine where it is, you know, just slight adjustments. I don't want to do too many. Oh, I've already put in my plan, so I actually can't change it. I cannot change it. I'm risking $216 on this area of value. Sorry, I just remembered it's already in my trading plan. So now if I change things, my accounts will not balance. Just bear with me. That's better, right? So I'm hoping for a push to this entry here and then a drop, right? A simple drop. Why? Well, there's been break of market structure. I don't know if I have this on TradeView. If I can move this to screen 3, I'm just typing it here. Let's move to TradeView because I think I made better notes on TradeView. You know, I'm a bigger fan of TradeView. Oh yeah, and I was also trying to spot a new. You guys, I give these trades, all of these. I gave you guys all this beautiful stuff, man. I gave you guys all this beautiful stuff in the last traders war room, right? We all sold there. We should have taken profits there. So now I'm trying to see if I can get back into pound USD, but I didn't like what it felt like. So I haven't set any pending orders there yet. But pound JPY, I think I've got notes down just to explain why I would like to take that trade. There are a couple of things. Right, there we go. I do have notes on this one, right? So this is what it looks like on the daily time frame. And this is where my entry point is on the live account, right? So I want to take a sell right there. And you can see there's been a clean downward trend long time. And you can see that there is really no supply here on the daily time frame. You see that there's nothing. The only supply there at that level is from H4, which I think needs to be dealt with, right? This is just one stubborn little thing. And the reason why this thing is now too stubborn is because class effect has come through. When class effect comes through, retail traders are present. When retail traders are present, they start to do the support and resistance nonsense. And when that happens, there are multiple delays, right? You can see this used to be a very interesting area of price. Price is used as a support before, blah, blah, blah. So that's why I want nothing to do with that zone, right? So I do believe in the short-term run, this will be moved. And once it's removed, markets will come to me, right? So my entry point is somewhere there, but I'm not using H4 to enter. I'm going to use daily because there are just so many layered supplies on H4 and H1. There's this, there's that. There's just so many of them, right? And then there's this one all the way up there. So it's just one of those things where if price has to go deep, I'm going to have to hold the minus $100 in the event it actually becomes a profitable trade, right? If not, then I take the L. Right, but on the daily time frame, there's a break of market structure, right? So you can see here, and then price broke through there, right? There's still a strong demand, but then it's done its testings, right? So now with the break of market structure, the theory is quite simple. We should expect a downside. It's not a nice break, right? A better break of market structure you'll see in the synthetic indices video. I talk about these is when the valley is actually formed properly inside and not just with a tip like that, but really goes in properly, right? But only time will tell what's going on. But I am very much clinging to the downside, even though this might be in the way. I think this should happen over time, right? But more importantly, we just do what the governor is doing. Simple, keep it simple. Right, if the governor is selling, I'm selling. If the governor is buying, I am buying. Right, guys, so this was supposed to be like just a quick touch up. Actually, even having at supper, it's been an interesting day today. I am working night and day on this new on the next live intake. I really want to make sure my stuff is top A game. So if you see this on time, register, join. Ladies, discount for August still applies. So you're going to pay 180 versus 300 US dollars. Gents, because you're going to complain, you also get a discount for being awesome. You're going to pay 200 US dollars instead of 300. 8-week live course. Yeah, look at this on the governing time frame, and there is nothing, because if this was a bullish engulfing pattern, which it is, a demand, it's broken now. It's definitely broken. So there is a big break of structure here, whichever way you look at it, right? But look at this, there's nothing after that stopping this thing from dropping. That's why I really want to be part of this trade. This is my second attempt of being part of pound JPY, right? 365. I'll catch you in the next recording. Shake my hand, and all the best traders. Cheers. Good morning. Shake my hand. Next day. This thing is struggling. This thing is struggling, man. It is struggling. It's like slightly after 6:30. So actually going on to 10 to 7. My daughter is in the office, so you might hear some baby talk. But yeah, this thing is struggling. I mean, if you look, so I'm just drawing these lines as they are formed. So you can see here, markets are breaking down, fading to go back up, and now they're coming down lower. Here's my entry 1, entry 2, entry 3, right? And you can see it's just, yeah, it's struggling. It's really struggling. Could take the L like a man. Could wait to see how price is going to behave at this level. Yeah, we'll see. But London session only starts 2 hours from now. So what happens with the London session is the London session creates the lows of the day or the highs of the day, right? So this could really be this, right? A full little girl. There, play with this. Go. Take, go draw. Right, so this could be a problem. This could literally be dragged all the way down here. If at all, it's gonna go up today, right? Which would be quite interesting, because then it'll kick me out. Right, 365. Thought I'd just keep you guys updated. Cheers. Boom. Whoa, let's talk about it. Check this out. What's the time? First of all, the time is, it's about 11, quarter to 11, right? 10:45. That's a good time. The order flows for the day are in. London session is well underway. The market low, market high, for me, generally has been designed. Now we're just waiting for simple things. Now, guys, if you're watching this episode, you'll see later on, I did speak about this structure that I drew last night. And I was like, look, man, retail traders are here. They are right here. They've been waiting for this, right? And this is obviously a resistance type of thing to look at, or a short-term buyer's place for take profit, right? However, you see this whole thing. But I mean, you've seen already with the screen grabs, right? This account was in the negative. Now it's up 70 US dollars. I've put in period separators. You just go to properties on MT5. And then this screen will pop up, and then you just hit show period separator, because I like to see how price moves from day to day. If you're an intraday trader, this is so important. As a swing trader, I don't care. You know what this is doing? Recording all these trades, generating this series for you guys. It's reminded me of the decision I made 3 years ago to fundamentally just become a swing trader. I don't mind doing this because I'm learning so much about myself. You see my entries. Do you remember my entries? Where are my entries? My entries. Entries, where are you? This was yesterday, though. This is today. I thought it would have the Maybe I did something and that auto thing is gone. Right, anyways, I entered here once, one buy here, second buy somewhere here, and my third buy there. This was pretty much what happened the whole night. So I was pretty much negative for most of the night until I got up around 4 a.m. in the negative, 6 a.m. in the negative. But it wasn't just about being negative, right? Price was really testing me emotionally. And that's because I kept coming to check these time frames, right? Look at this. So this is a designed order block, which I thought was going to hold. It got broken. Then price went to find a lower buy, right? And that got broken. And then there's a last lower buy somewhere there, just above my stop loss. That's literally that wick found the last set of order flows. So positioning my order blocks, drawing my zone correctly, placing the stop loss just outside that order zone accurately is the only thing that saved me, because most of the time this would have been resulted in being kicked out. Now I don't even know. Yes, I could close 9, be profitable. That's not what I want to do, right? It's easy, just close. I've made money. It's simple, but that's not what I want to do. I want to see if I can get here. I want price to play around these areas. If there's a resistance or whatever, if price does fumble and doesn't make it up there, then that's fine. Retrace, kick me out. It's fine. I'm collecting data and I'm hoping it's helping someone. But in the event that price doesn't do that and price starts to move on up, then my TPs and all that stuff, are within range. Today is Wednesday. Must be very careful with my schedule, because I know at 1 p.m. I have to go try and get the first vaccine jab. But if the queues are long, I might get screwed. Wednesday today, we've got ADP, right? So the non-farm payroll. This is Euro USD. So they're gonna release what they think, right, from the data that they have. And that's going to impact the dollar, whether we like it or not. The real movement will happen on Friday, but what ADP says today will potentially affect my trades. So I'm hoping that price will start to accumulate on the other side of this line here, all right? But only time, I've got about 11, 12, 1, about 3 more hours, 3.5 hours to 4 hours before that news drops, right? I'm hoping that price might waste time and drop now, right? City resistance, yada, yada, yada. It might come park here. All right, so in the event ADP feels like, nah, they're not going to meet that target of 650K that they put down, then obviously the dollar should short-term weaken, giving Euro USD a running time, right? So that could happen. Option 2 is that price will break out. And if you notice, all these stimulations that I always do happen, right? So we could break out and then come back down and then run up, right? So maybe the comeback down might be just above there. There's a little bit of a market structure on the smaller time frame, right? Something like that. Option 3, which is the final option, is just all bad news, right? And this thing holds, right? And then that momentum takes over for the worst, right? And then I'm in trouble, etc., etc. Right? I'll play it by ear, but unfortunately, I won't be there to micromanage the trade. I will not be here in the afternoon today. My partner says we're gonna get round 1 of the vaccine for COVID. And the queues are just terrible. I know the queues are terrible. I'm still trying to get my private doctor to do it, but unfortunately, with the way it works, you must register. So yeah, the process, right? So this is where we are today, right? And the last thing I wanted to bring up is emotions, guys. I have never been so emotional in my life. Me, 8 years in the game, and it's because of these terrible small time frames. The way I was like, what? I'm still negative. I almost forgot everything. Remember, as a swing trader, I come here H4 daily. You see this? As a swing trader, look at the H4 time frame. As a swing trader, all there is right now for me is a bullish engulfing pattern that still needs to get retested, right? So you see this resistance, so-called resistance? I'm fine with another H4 red candlestick to drop all the way to my entry, put me back in the negative again before price can even rally all the way up. That's all I see. On the daily time frame, it's a non-starter, right? This is, I wouldn't even have bought there if I was taking a daily trade, because honestly speaking, apart from the market inefficiencies and the potential for this daily candlestick to feel this week here, must feel this week, right? There was no trade, right? The true trade on the daily time frame would have potentially required me to wait down here, right? Whether this doji touched it or not is a different debate, but at least this is what would have happened for a swing trader. right? Which means I would not have been in my feelings at all about this chart, because this chart has done nothing for me as a swing trader. As a swing trader, I need to come back and check my entries on Monday next week. Today is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It takes about 3 to 4 days for on a daily time frame for if you're taking a value-based demand, right? If I've told you before, value-based demand, right? Drop-based rally, for all those kind of things to be set up. But on the 15 minutes chart, there is just so much action, right? It will drive you nuts. Okay, and I think this is the problem that we're having, because anyway here, you should have seen, you're raising the screen grabs. I was on minus $20, $40, $30. And if you have a small account, right, remember, it doesn't really, it matters to me. I don't like losing, but again, my account is okay. It can handle a lot of this stuff. But if you have a small account and you're on minus $30 and you got 100 US dollars, that's a big chunk of your account at risk. Right? So what you're going to do with these negatives, your stop loss is here at $40. You're already negative. Most of you will close here and panic. You'll tell yourself, the buy is no longer working. The buy is no longer working. The stupid dance I did here, this candlestick here, you see this one here? This happened at 9 a.m. on the dot, right? London session open. So I knew when we bought in yesterday that they would be left over buy orders, right? Because remember, this is a trade I took yesterday. The other thing that I've done with this period separators, just to help you realize something, is price to me, Euro USD, if you don't know, as an intraday trader, if you don't know, price has a tendency to move up or down 50 pips on an average. So an average, see there, I don't know if you can see that clearly. It says 500 points right at the top here. So that's 50 pips, right? This all the way up there, price pushed up 50 pips yesterday, and then price pushed down 48 pips, give or take, and then leveled out there, right? So almost 100 pip movement on this chart, 50 pips up, 50 pips down. Before a big 50 pip movement, and this is my thesis, right, on Euro USD, and it just took me, I looked at 7 days, so I need to look at more data. But before a big push, 50 pips up, there's always a day of consolidation. Guys, I'm giving you, man, YouTube is nice, man. You get all this information for free. Look at this, consolidation. Right, next, let's go with the lows of that day all the way to its highs. That's 67 pips, right? So I said on an average, 50 pips. So 67 pips, cool. Before that happened, come on. Why is this thing moving? Auto scroll, there we go. A back test. I keep telling you, you want to be an intraday trader. These are your time frames. You got a back test. Look at this. Right. So before I get a big push up, I got to consolidate. How long does the consolidation take? Well, they're your period separators. A couple of days after consolidation, explosion, consolidation, explosion, consolidation, explosion. Yeah. Am I wrong? I don't know. We'll see. But I'm just saying, this is day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. This can't take too much of your time. I mean, some of you just want to make money in the markets, but you're not passionate about learning. And that's how I know you're not going to be here forever. It's impossible to do such things. Okay, I need to make it a little bit bigger because I can't see properly. Right. So 50 pips, give or take, maybe. There's a day that gave us like 70 something pips. So those are the highs there. That's 48 pips. I don't know if you guys can see, or because on my screen I have to squint a bit, but that's 48 pips, close enough to 50. Before that, not really a strong consolidation, but it's there, right? And when consolidating, you're looking for support resistance, basically. There. See, price came back. You can draw it right across if you want, and then boom. Every time price is about to explode up, Euro USD, I told you in the previous take, right? It'll create the low of the day. You see that day? Breaks out of the consolidation to the downside and then goes up. Breaks out of the consolidation to the downside, hello, and then goes up. Breaks out of the consolidation to the downside, hello, and then what? Goes up. Breaks out of the consolidation, you get it. So I don't have to do all of this when I trade. I just use order blocks. This is the compilation of order blocks. Buy, sell is the campaign for orders. Sell orders or buy orders. The banks here keep choosing to buy, right? So this is Euro USD. And you just keep doing that. There we go. Another strong bullish rally. 58 pips. Before that, the day before 58 pips happened, consolidation. This is good stuff. This is it. 7th of September. If you see this video before, 7th of September, I'm doing a full course for you. It's an 8-week course. Don't miss it. This is like a clear downtrend. That's like almost 40 pips, right? There was in and out consolidation, blah, blah, blah. Not too much movement on that day, but 40 pips is a good chunk of change. I can't see a clean, something like that, I guess. Break of market structure up here, interesting, right? But break downside, another consolidation here, and then price just continued down. On the 50 minutes time frame, if you do this and you use the way I've taught you multiple time frame analysis, there's nothing stopping you from making money. It's just your emotions, really. Your emotions will stop you. Right? That happened first. And then after that, we got movement. This is the highest price for the day, all the way down to the lowest price of the day. That's 76 pips. So this is the one I was telling you about, the 76 pips to the downside, right? And then you can see that downtrend started somewhere up there, right? Before that, markets were very bullish. 74 pips. And before that 74 pips, guys, I could go on and on and on and on, but I think it's safe to say you get it. It's safe to say you get it. A day of consolidation, a day of impulse move. Consolidation, impulse move, etc., etc. But don't trade it like this. Find your order blocks, find your direction. 50 pips here, before that 50 pips. What am I on? I'm now on the 10th of August. I've done a full month of back testing this theory, right? So you can't say it doesn't work or it's not true, right? I've done it. Simple. Before you go up, you have to break the lows, right? And so forth and so forth and so forth. This is it, Euro USD. And I was doing this while just playing with my kid. When I realized this is an interesting pattern, because again, I'm a swing trader. So this is noise for me. It really bothers me because honestly speaking, if I was just taking a swing trade or any of my war room trades, let's back test this. Remember this, all these zones on the 50 minutes chart that I just drew for you? This is interesting, right? You see this here? Now I'm gonna go to H4. Now let's see what they look like, because I bet you order blocks. Order block here, you see this consolidation on the 15 minutes time frame, complicated 365 candles. What? Yes, it is, Leroy, because remember, this is an uptrend. What do we get in an uptrend? What do complicated 365 candles look like in an uptrend? They're all red, right? 365 traders, I'm talking to you. Bullish engulfing pattern, where there was a consolidation. Complicated 365 candles. Bearish engulfing pattern, there was a consolidation. Talitha area, clean consolidation. Complicated 365, bullish engulfing, explosion up. Complicated 365, explosion up. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, here's another trader's language. Flags. Flags. You don't know flags? Just think trend lines. Flags. Flags. It's right there. It's right there. Right. So we'll see how this plays out. We'll see if price decides to chill. Today's price will literally be affected by ADP announcement at about 2:30. That's really the only thing in the way. But this has been great. It's been worth a lot. Oh, there we go. So clean rejection on these levels. Very clean rejection on these levels. On the 15 minutes time frame, there is no demand. We are ready to catch price. 5 minutes, yes, sure, you can find them, but it doesn't mean they're gonna be strong. There's really nothing to catch price. You can draw me a Fibonacci to see if I'll be lucky. Nope. Price has to come back all the way down to my entry. See that? So psychologically, I know I'm gonna lose the 70 bucks I had in profits because I have to, for me to make it up there, I gotta risk losing it all. And if I'm wrong, then price will just eradicate my wins. And I can see that there's a list saving grace somewhere there, but at least somewhere up to here. If I go to 5 minutes, which I think is ridiculous, but I know some people will want to do that. Go to 5 minutes chart, right? Each to their own. Yeah, maybe we'll take the PCP, that 38, what level on Fib, right? And now because of a 5 minute order block, maybe price will stop here and then continue up. We shall see. But yeah, this has been great. Fundamentally, I've thoroughly enjoyed this. So I'll wait for price to retract, and then I'll be back later on, maybe after the vaccine. Yeah, if we even get vaccinated, the town I'm at, everything government is extremely disorganized, and I will not be there the whole day just waiting blindly. Right, but yeah, this has been fun, guys. Just go back and back test this with all your favorite assets. Right, this makes sense logically. 365. This is why I'll never look back. I'll never look back from supply and demand. I will never look back. There you go. There's your proven support and resistance being smashed, right? Just as I said, if you pull up the fib, like I did, the time now is about 12:15, so it's been almost over an hour and a bit since I last recorded. We put up our fib here, and if you recall, I thought price was going to come all the way to the 38.2 PCP level. It took our 23.6. I teach about all that stuff in our module 2. What these fib levels look, and look at price just filling up here. Stop loss hunt, price filling up. Created inefficiencies, little wick, fill it up. Inefficiency, fill it up, right? Which means my instinct to buy this asset yesterday, trying to get the lowest buy, was perfecto. You remember, this is us buying here. We bought in. Asian market tried to consolidate us out of the trade. Perfect stop loss placement. Now we've made $100. Less than 24 hours, right? And remember, this doesn't mean nothing. This amount means nothing, right? It's about lot sizing and my account size. What you want when you're starting to trade is growth. Even if you've made $10 or $1 or $5 or $15, 10 of those good trades make 100. Do you understand? I'm risking peanuts on a big account. I'm risking $12 for some of these trades, $18, $16, because that's just my style. When people come to me, when companies, professionals come to me, they know I'm very, very risk sensitive. I protect capital and I grow accounts, right? So it doesn't matter how big the account size is. There is no need for me to use too much leverage, right? If you've got a small account, I understand. Now, price is starting to approach areas of value that I'm interested in. Because I remember I've got to go get vaccinated around about 1 p.m. and it's almost 1. It's like 20:12 right now. So I'll let price climb. Right, climb up here these levels, and 2 of these trades are going to take profit. In 2 of these trades, I'm most likely going to take profit, right? And the reason why I'm taking profit is because this is a business, right? So I've risked $18, $17, and $16. I need to get my $40 here and my $40 there, which is $80, right? For risking that, I need to make sure I'm profitable in the long run, right? While balancing my trading journal, balancing my risk to reward, balancing my win rate, right? And then if this is truly, purely a beautiful swing trade, all we have to do is to go back to our back testing theory. Every time markets consolidate to the upside, price doesn't come back to that area, all right? If you look back, let me just do this, scroll, stay. Right, so didn't come back here, didn't come back there. Okay, here it kind of came back, which is fine because it used the lowest of lows to then back. Doesn't come back here, down there. It consolidated just above, so it's making higher highs as we go. So the main trade, which was the lowest buy I had. Remember yesterday I was telling you guys, or still in one episode earlier on, I was telling you guys that my 0.25, which is here, is the lowest buy right there. The other 2 are here because these were always going to be short-term swing trades, right? I was buying outside the H4 order block. But when I drilled down, clean MTA, 1 hour, 15 minutes, I took another bigger lot size trade there. That's always my swing trade. It's closest to the stop loss, right? That means because I've used a bigger lot, so I'm slightly risking more. And to reduce the dollar amount of what I'm risking, I reduce the distance, right? So that's the trade I want to rock with for a very long time. That's the trade if this uptrend holds, if this bearish engulfing pattern doesn't do me gangster. And if it does do me gangster, right, there's this possibility here. This still needs to get retested anyways, right? So price could come somewhere here. In fact, right now, we could start to see real problems. So now we could start to talk about real supplies, not resistance. Now we can start to really talk about real supplies. But if that is a problem and it decides to push price down, and I'm pretty sure if that happens, ADP will have a massive role to play in that, right? Then I'm hoping for price to drop all the way here, right? So this order block to stand. And unfortunately, or fortunately for me, if price was to hit somewhere here, right? it will take out the first two trades, which I'm hoping I'll have already been out of taking profit, but leave my buy low opportunity. This one here, 0.25. See how low it is, lower than the curve. And if these two take profit, I simply take my stop loss for this one and break even. And if that works, my job is now to just let the markets be. All right, leave the markets alone and see if this thing can climb. If it can climb all the way up here, that's $272. I risked $18 on the trade to make 200 and something. That's insane. It's insane to risk $12 to make 100 or whatever it is, but that would be a very good risk to reward ratio, right? And if I look at my daily time frame, this chart is quite a big colorful mess now, right? So you see what I meant earlier on, that this wick might need to get filled. It might not fill the whole wick, but it's definitely going to do some filling. It's not going to leave like that. And you can see we're almost halfway already. This is all an intraday trader should be betting on: market inefficiencies. See there, this body covered this week, market inefficiencies, right? If you learn to master that stuff, I will teach on it some other time. I don't know when. YouTube list, just the videos I need to do on YouTube just keep growing and growing. I've got 134 videos to do outside of this series. All right, so please do like, share, subscribe. There's so much to do. This is outside the series. This is outside the trading psychology module, which I don't want to sell. I want to create and just produce it on YouTube and send it out forever, because I think every trader needs that stuff, right? But anyways, 365. The bigger TP is all the way up there. All right, so, and I wonder why. I'm just trying to remember why. I think there was a failed downtrend, maybe. There we go. Right, so this is what I was looking at earlier on. Right, so the TP is right there for now, but if that doesn't stand, if price breaks out of this downward trend line, retests, then goes back all the way up, then I'll start to slowly keep, increasing my TP as I ride the wave, number one. Number two, I'll then start to move my stop loss outside of break even into other areas, as price goes. But a swing trade is built. It's built and it's carefully managed on a day-to-day basis, right? So I could easily get stopped out today. I could make the money that I want to make. What did I just do now? What did I just do? Right. Anyways, long story short, 365. If you don't hear from me in a while, Nana, which vaccine are we taking? I think the Pfizer. Then sue Pfizer, right? If I turn into a zombie, it's Pfizer. Pfizer is the problem. No, I'm joking. Get vaccinated, everybody. 365. Cheers. 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 Cheers.
365. Shake my hand. Yeah, I'm filming episode 4 for you guys. I saw this post. V75 doesn't care about the structure, no head and shoulders, or your MW, or butterfly, or circle. I think this is just a big joke. It does what it wants. It's a woman. Anyways, it happened 28 minutes ago. Today is the 1st of September. And then I shared the link to me and my little brother back testing step index. My little brother loves synthetic indices. He's done the 365 Traders course, and he's just simply applying simple, basic supply and demand and clean market structure reading there, right? And he's extremely profitable. Like, he's extremely profitable. I mean, he's 19 and he's doing about, $1,000 to $2,000 US every 2 to 3 weeks. That's crazy. And before I forget, there's the Euro USD trade we're talking about. You'll have seen me earlier on talking about some level where there were retail traders were waiting for resistance. Price just broke through that, because again, that stuff does not work. All right, so that rejection there is breaking that so-called support. All those stop losses were on the other side of that region over there, but you'll see it later on the computer. What I want to show you is just thinking about this funny post here, and the fact that my little brother is a 365 trader. This guy yesterday just hit me up out of nowhere. Well, yeah, this is today. I need to go get vaccinated, because he wants us to back test V75 for you guys. So I'll do that tomorrow. But this is last night at midnight. Look at this guy. I don't know if you guys can see this stuff. This is volatility 100 clean sale. Like, he does this all the time. Trade I'm in right now. Man, look at this. This is crazy. Boom 500, right? He's about to take a buy, I think, or he's in a buy, right? So this is when price was approaching. Look at that violent sell-off from price. Literally just sent this another trade I'm in as well last night. Boom, bada doom, bada doom. Check that out. Crazy. This kid is crazy. Boom is doing well too. Okay, I've shown you that. 4 past 12. Like money, guys. Money, money, money. Look at this. And you know, let's check if it's a real account. There's the little, you can see it up there, the little thing that shows a real account. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Crazy. Anyways, look at his notes on the charts. Look at him, like literally everything I say do, he takes it seriously and he does. I am absolutely, thoroughly proud of this kid, man. V25. I mean, all this stuff. I still haven't backed. I mean, I last left VIXs and all that stuff in a very long time. But yeah, man, 365. I'm using my phone to record all this stuff. So I'll keep you up to date with how Euro goes. We still have a lot of pending orders. Not a lot. Got 3 other pending orders to go through, just in case they're asking. Yes, it's my real account, etc., etc. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But this is going very well. And, right on time, because once again, at about 2 p.m., 2:30 p.m., ADP is going to release an NFP report, and I might not want to be in these trades, right? It just depends how it will go. 365. How do I end this recording now? Shake my hand. There we go. Cheers, guys.
Backity back. Well, actually, haven't left yet. One of the things I love about my woman is she's late for everything. Drives me mad for important meetings, but for this, well, we're just gonna go spend the whole day at the queue for the vaccine. So which means I was home for ADP, all right? So I'll show you the results right now. Please remember, you never take this as a precursor for NFP, right? Last month, ADP was negative, NFP was hella positive, right? But for the trade I am in right now, it means my order blocks from yesterday told me that there is enough buy power to go through the day. And all we have now is fundamental confirmation of that. I'll show you what I mean. Sorry, I just got lunch delivered. Right, so I'm screen. So look at this. Last time they were on 326, right? Last month, this was their forecast, 326. And we actually got 940. So you see, they completely missed it. This time, their focus for today was 640,000 jobs created. But actually, according to their own survey, they only found there were 374,000 jobs created. So it's quite interesting, which is why a lot of the more institutional experts are thinking, we're not going to get this big number this Friday. In fact, we're going to see a decline, right? So ADP, declined. Yeah, it is what it is. But what it has done, which is what I thought it would do, which is extremely helpful for the trade I'm in, is the dollar is weakened, right? Dollar is weakened at this particular news, which means Euro USD buy is still a go, right? It's still a beautiful go. And you can see right there, we broke that psychological level, and that fib level, we will probably hit another PCP. I'm pretty sure this is the second time I'm doing this. There's a PCP there, 23.6. The new one there is 38. See that there, price came to that 38 what level, and price exploded, right? So now I'm gonna do 2 things. Number one, I was supposed to close these trades so that I don't, there's my TP there, right? Because I am approaching an hourly supply. There's an hourly supply up here, but now there's a bullish order block down there. So I'm gonna choose, what am I gonna do? Because I haven't left the house. 120 something bucks. Right, these take profits are coming in close. The trade I opened the latest, which is this one, I don't even know how to find it now. It's about 0.12. It would have the smaller take profit. So this one is 40, this one is 33. So this one, I'm gonna close this trade. I'll repeat that. This trade, the one I opened last, so I probably bought some at the retest of this bullish engulfing pattern. Yesterday, I bought here by the red base of this candle, 0.25 there, and then the retest there. I'm going to close this trade now because it covers most of the risks associated with opening these 3 trades. So I'm going to make sure that I'm running a profitable business, that I'm not ordering products and not covering expenses, right? So I'm going to leave the TP for that one there. But for this one, For 0.15, you see how it stopped being green. I'm going to move it further up, a little bit further up, because I anticipate a strong euro bull day today. I mean, I think we should, before we jump the gun, let's quickly check out the trade view. Let's have a look at DXY. This broker is just purely currencies. It doesn't have indices. I feel like I'm just gonna want to take a nap after this vaccine. Right, so I'm sharing screen 3 with you. You should be able to see it. DXY. You know, 2 months ago, 2 months ago, I changed my cell number, and my life has been so much better for it. You know, someone linked my number, so you get random people just sending me chats. They're not even students. I mean, I don't mind if it's 365 students, but right. So look at this thing here. Let's remove this arrow. I thought it was going to come retest here. I assumed we're going to get another retest of this level, which would have been a very nice sell on average trade. I actually have a pending order waiting to sell some more. I sold here, right, and then let it go, and then I thought I was going to sell again. There, my stop loss is just above for this DXY index trade. I'm very dollar bearish. You guys should know this about me. Sorry, I hardly ever participate in dollar bull trades, but dollar bearish moments I am, right. So we've got a broken supply of demand right there. That's fine. So yeah, I saw price break this, and I thought it would come retest that, then drop, but it's already dropping. Could be due to ADP news. Who knows? There is problems for this, not problems, but it won't be a clean drop, right? There's that. There's a lot of things all the way down, right? So it's got a bit of room to run to the downside. I mean, definitely got a little bit of more room to run to the downside. The second part of that arrow was a mistake. So just so we're clear, in case someone is tracking these trades, I'm saying for now, I'm looking at something like this, and then maybe that, and then maybe that. But all of this will depend on NFP in 48 hours time. So because I can see there's still some downside room, but price could stop here. This could be a problem, right? Price could get there and then turn. Right, in any case, what I'm gonna do, let's get back to the live account. That's screen 2. Right, so I'm sharing screen 2. Right, let's remove this guy's face, put them somewhere down here. Right, so what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I've got 3 TPs on this thing, go to H4. This one is all the way up there at about 200 and something US dollars, right? And that's a big trade. That's the 0.25. It's not that big, but you know what I mean. And I'll be targeting so much blue on the screen, man. Was it from the monthly or something? Yeah, it was from the monthly. Right, I'm just gonna remove it now so that we can actually see stuff better. I'm gonna drop to weekly. There's nothing here on the weekly. If this is compressed supplies, then you know the better swing trader is looking at levels like there. That's one, and then maybe potentially waiting for price to get to somewhere here, right? I mean, it's risky, but it's possible. Again, I'm not even a euro bull type of trader. I'm actually more of a euro bear, right? So what we want now for this week to end, we want this to break this trend line, right? Friday, NFP is going to preset that, right? So if they don't make that target of 700 and something, where is it? NFP target is 750K jobs. So if they don't make that target, we're going to have problems because then price will just hit this trend line and bounce all the way down. And what I don't want to lose is early buys that I find myself in if that target is going to be achieved. No, if it's not going to be achieved, because then price will just, you know, run up, right? But you see this week that I spoke about yesterday and today, it's being filled by today's daily candlestick, right? So it's a simple trade based on market inefficiencies. It's just been read. So what I want to do is with that second TP, I want to find a better place to park it. All right, so now there's less blue. So let's say the tipping point of this thing was an actual strong supply, which I doubt, which I doubt, but let's say it was. Is this where the 200 is? Yeah, so this is where the 200 US dollar take profit is. So I'd put that there, somewhere up there. And then I'd move the second one up here, just before that. So that's now about 140 US dollar win after risking, whatever it was, $2 or no, sorry, $12. And then this trade that I opened last, so it wasn't the perfect buy low. I can take these profits now because they cover this. And then as soon as I take profit or before I leave, oh my goodness, you see how violent price is moving, right? So really euro is good, dollar is bleeding today. Euro is winning, right? So I should be taking profit now. So I could close this right now, literally just close it now. And then what I'm gonna do is the remaining two trades. So let's take profit. This one here, goodbye, thank you very much. Remember, can you keep a dollar? Can you use this information to actually make money? Now, the last two trades, it's very simple. I'm going to rely heavily on this 1 hour order block and hope to God it holds. If it doesn't hold, that's fine. So all I'm going to do now is forget about Euro USD. My account is now back in I'm just trying to see. So this is profits now. So the 0.15 trade, I'm breaking even there. Just above, just a bit, just so we cover spread and whatever costs. Right, so there's 1, 2, right? One of these has to stop it. My 0.25, how much is this? So if this trade goes wrong, I'm gonna make 60 cents. I'm gonna lose zero money. I'm gonna make 60 cents, right? Which is very important for traders. You want to get into a situation where you are losing less money, or not losing at all. And then this trade here, which was worth about 17 US dollars at risk, I'm gonna also break even. And I'm hoping to ride this wave quietly up until NFP, right? So if I put it just above my entry, I don't want to take it too far in. I want to put it just above my entry. Right, so then if price comes back there, it'll keep me up with a dollar profit, right? So I've made money and lost zero money on this trade, literally, right? And I'm using small lot sizes. I could have gone crazy. The results would have still been the same. That's the habit you need to get into. Those are the cluster trades. Now, moving forward, right? You can see here I've been plotting the NZD USD. I've got pending orders, simple pattern. Again, simple back testing. Every time this thing creates a complicated series, it explodes. Complicated series, it explodes. I don't like this first one. So my risk setting is quite low. I'm risking 25 bucks, all right, on this trade here. And the reason for that is there's no confluence. Oh, there is. Okay, cool, never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. There is confluence, So I'm waiting to see if NZD-USD will retrace, but it won't now because, again, the dollar just lost a bit of strength because of the ADP. So it's going to keep going up. It's a beautiful uptrend that I wish I'd caught earlier on. All these are pending orders. They have not yet been triggered, but they will be if I get lucky. But now it's one of those cases where price is about to leave. Similar structure, long-term downward trend line. Price could potentially pop all the way up there, right? So price never came back to me, and that's okay. Okay, so but my point is, I'm done here. You understand, traders? I'm literally done. I risked what I risked. I am now in trades that are extremely profitable, but I'm running at no risk. All right. So moving forward, the only thing that should kick me out of these trades is just greed. I'll be like, oh, no, it's retracing. Let me just close and make $20. Or I just break even. I prefer to just break even. It's up to you. But when I see this, I'm expecting price to start to drop just a little bit because of a positive day. And then you see something like this. And I'm hoping that it gets enough juice for us to break out of this. If we can break out of this long term, that's perfect, right? And then maybe tomorrow, Thursday, will be a day of consolidation, which will be annoying, but possible, all right? And some of the consolidations you can tell come all the way down, all the way back to the starting point, which puts my break-even trades at risk. But if I survive that, right? If I manage to survive any weird break-evens that might not make it all the way down there and are caught by the trend line or caught by these order blocks, then that means these profits might get back to 20 bucks, but one day can go up to 200, 300 bucks, and we'll see on Friday, right? 365, let me head out. Cheers. What's good? Just got back from being vaccinated. Yep. Look at what we got now. Almost 200. It was $200 when I walked into the house. So I'm assuming there's a slight retracement happening. Remember this level that I drew, right? The last time that I said it was going to break through or hit this supply. And I assumed it's going to actually retrace, find a level to bounce from, and then shoot all the way up. Well, actually, it didn't. It just shot right through the zone, broke it. So if you look on the 1 hour time frame, we're now on the other side of this trend line that I was telling you about, right? So thank you to ADP report for fading the markets once again. Very helpful. And that's not even a negative thing to ADP. You know, they didn't meet their forecast, part of life. Now we want to see a strong bull run into these areas here. So guys, what's the point? Point is, these two trades running, one was worth $12 on my account and the other one was worth minus 18. Am I right? Euro USD. Yeah, one was worth $16 and the other one was worth $18.25. They are now giving me almost $200 US. Bearing in mind, it's my video. My little girl is down here. Bearing in mind, right, that I've already taken $30 US profit, which was supposed to cover that running expense anyways. I've broken even on both trades. So now later on tonight, I have no side effects so far from the vaccine. So maybe I'll actually get some work done. But later on tonight, I can then start to plot other trades risk-free, right? Not worried about what Euro USD is doing, because clearly the direction that we've decided for is quite clean, right? So order block trading, supply demand. The time now is about 5:30. So at about 6 p.m., this trade will officially have been running for about 24 hours, right? If you check down here, 6 p.m. was the first time I opened 0.15 and at 6:30 yesterday, right? So in 24 hours, I've easily made about $200 US. That's it, real account live right in front of you. And that's what I'm trying to inspire, right? Forget about making money overnight. What's wrong? What's wrong? You're disturbing my video, right? Forget about the rush for overnight reaches. Learn to build your account consistently with the account you have, with the small lot size you have. Small wins like this have incremental value. Especially the main point of this trade for me was to get out of it. Get out of it risk-free, risk nothing. After that, I'm good. So now I'm making $200 US and risking $0 of my own capital. All right. Some of you might want to close. I mean, if that's how you want to do it, that's how you operate. I generally trade with a plan. All right, with an understanding of where price is going, right? And I believe price can get here. I'm hoping price gets here before NFP, right? So I'm hoping that there isn't a long-term retracement, or in the middle of the night, or the Asian session accumulates us. Here's the other thing that I've been trying to teach you guys in this episode: market inefficiency. You see this wick here? What did I say? I told you it needs to get filled today. These small things give me confluence, right? They help me know that even when price is red, which it was for the better part of the morning, that I should just be confident in my trade, be confident in my entry, okay? Because this wick, see, today's candlestick has done its job. It's literally filled the wick here, and I must be very careful because, like I said, this is a potential for a supply, but it's not really a strong supply, right? So where price started to get rejected, it's not really a strong supply. It's a good supply, but it's not a strong supply. I'm hoping to kind of like leverage my bets on a higher supply, right? And that would give me roughly $140 US on a trade that I was risking $12 US for. And the one where I risked $18 US, that would give me about $274 US, right? The risk reward ratio there is wild, right? Simple trade, 24 hours, right? Nothing crazy, right? Imagine my swings, the weekly swings, the 5-day, 7-day swings, the 1 month swings. You're gonna see it all as I record these things. Okay, you're ruining my video, right? 365, all the best traders. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll keep punching out different types of content for you. All right, cheers. Yeah, so I'm thinking of ending episode 4 right here. Really not much else to do. I can show you the end result, right? When price hits take profit. We are on about 213 US dollars profit. I'm about to hit that 24,000 US dollar mark. Back at it again. But I want to end episode 4 on this note because tomorrow is Thursday and I need to prep those of you who are going to watch the stuff on time, especially tomorrow's stuff, YouTube stuff. I want to prep you guys for NFP. And I don't want, the series to be in the way of that. So yeah, 365. Hope you guys enjoyed this 24-hour trade, profitable. We're still waiting for the NZD break. And it would be so nice for me to get a clean entry into this chart before NFP, right? So if NFP is positive, this thing is gonna drop. And if it drops, I'll catch her here. And I delete this buy order. I don't believe in this buy order. Okay, maybe on the H4 time frame I do, right? We'll see. It all depend on what NFP looks like, right? I really should be very careful to have this, right? But it's only 24 US dollars. You see, that's the thing about how I risk things and risk to reward ratio, right? I risk peanuts and make a whole lot more, right? This is not 2x, 5x, 10x your account. What's 24 times 10? That's 240, right? And you will remember, I'm risking $18 and $12 to make about almost 200 and something, almost going on to 300 US dollars. I'm sure by the time I take profit on Euro NZD, this will be very close to 200, 300 bucks. Right. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is the end of episode 4. I will continue filming these episodes. I think season 1 of how to 5x, 2x your account. Maybe we'll do like 20 episodes. It's up to you guys. I'll just keep pushing based on the likes and the comments. If people are interacting with the material, if this is helping you, let me know. 7 September, I get to teach you how to do this. And a structured 8-week-long course. 7 September, I get to teach you to be live classes Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from about 6:30 South African time, running for 2 hours. If you have never been taught by me, if you've never been part of 365, that's the class you want to attend. This is my last live seminar for the year at about 40 to 60% discount. The discount is bigger for the ladies because we didn't do anything for them in August during Women's Month. And for the gents, there's $100 US off for you, and the ladies $120 US off. That means for the ladies $180 US for an 8-week course, and the gents $200. 365. And by the way, we're limiting seats, right? So only the first 50 new people who register can get in, right? Peace and love. And the reason for that, by the way, the limitation is because anyone who registers in the academy, I now have to mentor them for a full year, which means if they need one-on-ones and all that kind of stuff, I have to try and make time. So if I take too many people in an intake, right, I know I'm going to screw myself over in the future when I have too many people to manage. So we grow very slowly in small numbers as an academy. Our goal isn't to get students. It's quality membership. You need to actually feel that you're learning something, etc., etc. Right, guys, appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. See you in the final or in the next video. Right. But all the best, traders. All the best.
Yo, 365, man, I was done recording for the day. I'm literally in the process of combining all those videos into an episode. Then I saw this stuff on social media, right? This is 32 minutes ago, 1st of September. Today is still 1st of September. And while I'm making videos for you guys buying Euro USD, people are making posts like this. If I die, I die. And they're selling it. They're literally selling it. So when I say there's a big difference between retail trading strategies and institutional order blocks and institutional flow of money, I literally mean this. This is crazy. This is literally crazy. Check the comment section. It's possibly going to be bearish. Your analysis on the pace. Someone wants to know how this, you're going to die, bro. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy how people can still see differently. So I've posted this. I'll drop the episode on why I bought Euro USD today and not sold. But this is the difference, in trading strategies. Anyways, I thought I was done with this episode, but people, look, keep holding, bro. Don't panic. Look at this. Man, 365, guys. Shake my hand. Cheers.